Sheikh Yasir, the elders, the Jewish elders. Did you see this group of people? Let's bring up the article. Jewish elders chain themselves to White House demanding a ceasefire. Now, most media, of course, will never cover this and have not covered this. I haven't seen it on CNN and other places, but you can imagine, you see the image there. If we scroll down a little bit, these Jewish elders carrying a sign, and that's the White House. I don't live far from DC. Stop the genocide. Cease fire now. And there's probably about 20 of them. Even look, you see some canes in the photo there. Hey, if you scroll in, people can. On a cold December day, the 11th of December, nearly 20 Jewish elders chained themselves to the gate of the White House to protest the United States support for Israel's war in Gaza and to demand a ceasefire, leading to their arrest. They got arrested, Sheikh Yasir. The group of Jewish women, all in their 60s, 70s, and 80s, who traveled to D.C. from different parts of the U.S., were part of a planned public disruption organized by Jewish Voice for Peace. And they changed themselves to the gate, and they were trying to get the president and the government to call for a ceasefire. We commend you. We recognize you, Jewish Voice for Peace. We see all the good that you're doing. We've been watching it, and we want to thank you for calling to humanity, calling for people to become humans and just stop this craziness. And we pray that this spirit continues. And we pray that all of humanity sees the craziness out there. Sajjad, I think we have a video of what happened here. We'll bring up the video just so we can see these ladies in action and get some inspiration from them. Where are they at? 60s, 70s, and 80s. Allahu Akbar. Sheikh Yasir, I wish we're vibrant at that age. Here we go. We got.
Ceasefire, not genocide. Biden, pick a side. Ceasefire, not genocide. Biden, pick a side. Ceasefire, not genocide.
Biden, pick a side. What's amazing about the shit, they chained themselves.
Wallahi, Habib, when I see, and I'll just, since this has started, this current iteration of this has started, some of the richest and most meaningful conversations I have had about this have been with our Jewish brothers and sisters. There's a rabbi that I speak to almost weekly. I was actually supposed to meet him yesterday, but I couldn't, for having very rich and meaningful conversations about obviously the situation on the ground in Palestine, around humanity, around faith. Like this Jewish rabbi, he's been talking to me about the wanting to talk about like theology and monotheism between our traditions. Like he understands all this is happening, but can we talk about God? Can we talk about God? Can we talk about the divine? Rich, meaningful conversations. But when I see people like that, and may Allah give them strength and guide their hearts and give them more and more, because these are human beings. These are beautiful human beings who their hearts are awake. What would bring people who are using canes just to get around out of their homes? Yeah. And there's nothing more painful to the body of an elderly person than cold.
Yeah.
Elderly people run away from cold like the plague. It's just the cold is. Our parents, you see that.
Too cold to go out.
And then you see them not only going out in the cold, they have their canes. They sit there. They're locked, and they get arrested. Subhanallah. What? So I just want people to sit back and think, what's motivating that person?
Yeah.
What's their gain? What are they actually calling towards? Are they just naive hippies?
Yeah.
Like people would like to picture them. Just a bunch of naive hippies, have nothing better to do, so just going to go get, looking for attention. Is that what they're doing? Or are they human beings who sincerely care about the plight of humanity, who don't want to see? It's crazy. There are people calling for a ceasefire and people who say, no way ceasefire. Keep on destroying. Keep on killing.
Yeah.
Can we just pause for a second? Keep on. The ceasefire is to save human beings, to save kids, to save people. I understand there's a there's a whatever political militaristic outlook on this whole thing, but there's actual human beings being eviscerated, destroyed, families being completely cleansed from the registries of. So I mean, subhanallah, I really can't tell you how beautiful it is for my heart, and beautifying to my heart is to see people like that. Because, and mashallah, there are so many beautiful people like that who really care, like the millions and millions of people who've come out in protest across the world. Those are human beings who care about humanity. They care about peace. They care about the end of suffering. That's what these people are actually, however else, the propaganda machine tries to color these things. That's all those are Jewish people who are out there, Jewish people. They're not anti whatever. They're Jewish people. They care about human beings.
Yeah.